Alright, I need some interaction here, people. Some interaction. Hey fam, what's up, what's up, what's up? This is Robert Anton here, robertanton.com, coming to you with your no frills American Idol commentary from the singer. It was night 2 of the auditions. We are in season 13. Let me tell you what happened. We started out with a guitar guy singing To Make You Feel My Love by Bob Dylan, and then they ran the pre-roll of people coming from all over the country to audition in Austin, Texas. Remember, we were in Austin last night. We're back to Austin tonight. We started out with Jessie Roach, 27, doing Do Ya by KT Oslin. And a neighbor lady signed her up to audition and paid for their trip. So listen, I would have been on the bus or on the train or on the plane, whatever too, girl. Go audition for free? Yes, of course I would. That is so great to have somebody who believes you in you so much that they are willing to do all that for you, and that's a great thing. I think she had a lot of faith in her, just a lot of faith. She was all inked up and in black and had a really nice serious vocal vibe. Kind of reminded me of old school folk singers from back in the day. You know, she got 3 yeses to go through. Then Stephen Curd, Anna Melvin, Ryan Clark all went through the Hollywood in a collage screen time. A lot of people went through the night. It's a 2-hour show. Let me tell you, some of these people I can remember. If I skip somebody, they are in the description box. But yes, just a whole bunch of people. And I think yesterday's video was 14 minutes, so I'm trying to keep it moving. Jamiah, Malik, 15, and Quiandra, Boston-Pearsal also were good friends. And they had a little collage thing going on because they were friends and stuff. One went home and one went to Hollywood. The girl went to Hollywood and the guy went home. He did an original song. Do you think it's because he did an original that he went home? I think 15, you're doing an original. I don't know. You should, if it's spectacular, then yeah, do it. But I would say if it's not spectacular, if you're not sure, you should probably do a cover that you do really, really well. Megan Miller was 23. She did Last Name by Carrie Underwood, and she had a powerful voice and a little rasp in her tone, but I think she was just a little overpowering. It was a big thing going on, and she used it the whole time and to full effect the whole time, which was kind of like beating a dead horse. I liked her look and charisma also, though. The judges seemed to like her, and they gave her some critiques, but then she got 3 yeses to go through. Make sure to thumb it up, I have to let you know so that I don't forget, and so you don't forget to make sure to thumb this up for me. Let me know that you are enjoying the commentary and that you are here to discuss American Idol. Alright, here we go. Thank you very much. Grace Ann Field is 27. She plays the piano and got a pitch from her phone, right? Which, I mean, I ain't mad at her. Do what you got to do, because some people got their guitars up in there. Get your picture as you need it, girl. And it would have been wonderful if she started out and sounded good. I thought she had a really nice personality, but her voice was just, it wasn't good. It seemed like she was trying to sing opera or something. It was all bright and I don't know. And she got 3 no's. Then Austin Alvarez and Eric Wood both went to Hollywood in the collage. Then there was Spencer Lloyd. He was 19. He did a song by Colton, Dixon. J-Lo was loving his look, and he brought his guitar. Had a really soothing vocal quality, and I was into his performance all the way. Harry called him an average singer. J-Lo said there's a beautiful voice there, and he got 3 yeses to go through. If he's average, why'd you give him a yes? Okay, but I think he said it's because of his overall look and package and blah blah and the other. So yeah, okay. Marlon Lindsey was 27. He did A Change Is Gonna Come by Sam Cooke. And he's an ex-military guy and has been waiting to audition and like for 6 years, right? And he had a really nice voice. J-Lo said wow when he finished, and he went to Hollywood. Then this guy came in trying to be funny and tell jokes and stuff, and the judges weren't having it, you know. And of course the background music and stuff was like stopping. Just deadpan code, you know, to show us he is not going over well. He crashed and burned, then sang Never Gonna Give You Up by Rick Astley. You knew he was just trying to be funny. His name was Rick Rowling. He was 28, and Harry wasn't having it. He was like, you have disrespected the process, blah blah. Said I'm surprised he didn't get up and kick him out personally. He was like, so many people have been waiting to do this and it's really important to them, you know. And I hear what he's saying, but you know what? A lot of us come for the funny, you know. We come to see the good stuff, but we want to see it balanced with a little funny also, okay? Anyway, he wasn't very funny, so it didn't really work out. TK Hash was 28, did My Songs Know What You Did in the Dark by Fall Out Boy. He got a little bit of time. He came in and Harry told him that he looked like Obama, and he did a decent Obama impression and had everybody laughing. Then he launched into his song and sounded pretty good. The judge was reviving driving with him, and Keith said he loved it. He got 3 yeses to go through. Tristan Langley was 15, was Nikki McKibbin's son. Remember Nikki McKibbin? Season 1, I wrote season 3 for some reason on Twitter, but season 1, she was 3rd position in season 1. Oh my God, I loved her. Well, this is her son, and he came to audition with his guitar. He did Santoria by Sublime, and I was surprised that he had a nice voice and a lot of stage presence. Plus, he also had a great smile and was very engaging. Harry wasn't really feeling him, but J-Lo didn't agree. She was like, I really love him. 15? Oh my God, he's so great. And I thought he was great also. J-Lo said yes. Harry said no. Keith said yes. Taylor Stearns was 21 and had an audition that underscored one of the collages. And she had a really nice voice, played the guitar, and went to Hollywood. And there were like a bunch of other people that went through and didn't go through during her while she was singing. LJ Hernandez was 23. He did I'll Be by Edwin, McCain. And I did a cover of this at some point because I had to do it for a gig. If I can find it on my account, it's our Anton account, I'll link it for you somewhere around here. Anyway, please check it out. He was brown-nosing the judges when he came in, but his voice wasn't very good, and he was extra, just over the top. Nice guy, but didn't have a good voice. He got 3 no's. He said he's coming back next season. Good for you. You know, work on it and come back, because if you work on it, you might get better. You might go all through Hollywood. You never know. John Fox was 20. He did To Make You Feel My Love by Bob Dylan, and he's a worship leader and had such a nice, crisp, clean vibe. I like the sound of his voice and the emotion he brought to his performance. Just very believable and in the moment. He had the judges and so you know they liked it, because when you get into all that, that's almost that church stuff. Go sag, child! He got 3 yeses to go through. Then we moved on to San Francisco. We started out in San Francisco with Rachel Rolleri. She was 17. She did Stay by Sugarland. And she had such a sweet voice and played the guitar well. I didn't think she did anything especially amazing, but it was just so beautiful the way she sounded out and felt the lyrics. The judges seemed to have gone through a range of emotions while she was performing, because at one point they were doing a little laughing and they were talking back and forth, and then they were like mooning at her, you know, just enjoying what she was doing, and it seemed like it went on for a while, but I didn't get tired of it at all while she was performing. Harry said she had an understated confidence and gave her some really good advice, which I wrote down but I forgot because there's so many people, and she got 3 yeses to go through. Then Athena Williford, 20, did I Have Nothing by Whitney Houston. She was very confident and solid. Remy Wolf was 15, did Let's Get It On by Marvin Gaye, and I wasn't really feeling her voice, and I thought she chose the wrong song, but she went through. Did the judges call her Primal? They called her something like that, and I was like, okay, but they liked her and she went through. This audition I didn't like. MK Nobilette was 20 and she went through to Hollywood also with Athena Williford. So all 3 of them, it was kind of another collage, and they all 3 went through. You know, I forget how fast this goes by and how many people they see or even that they put on screen in 2 hours. It is just a massive amount of people. It's hard to keep up. I'm surprised I get as many people's names and stuff as I do, especially with the music and the... It's a lot to handle. So please, for all the hard work, make sure you thumb it up for me and let me know down in the comments who are your favorites so far. Emmanuel Zador was 24. He did I Believe in You and Me by the Four Tops originally. He came in singing and crawling on his knees, and he wasn't doing that, so he was doing something else. And I was just like, what's going on? He's scared, J-Lo and stuff. Very dramatic, alright? Then he sang another song. Well, then he sang the I Believe in You and Me. And he sounded really good. His style and voice reminded me a little bit of Curtis Finch Jr. Not his attitude, but just the way, you know, that church sound, that church singer kind of thing. Very, very nice in my ears. And he got 3 yeses to go through. Samuel Ramsey was up next. He was 24. He did I Want You Back by Michael Jackson. And he said he was going to do a jazzy version. Of course, you know, Harry was just perked up, ready for it, and all that good stuff. Okay, and it wasn't, yeah, anyway. And he told him, don't call it jazzy, man. Don't call it jazzy. He got 3 no's, didn't get to go to Hollywood. And Harry said something after his audition that really endeared me to him now, because he was like, you know, you can't really say jazzy. It's just like when you say pitchy. We all know what it means, but it's not really what it is, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yes, exactly. I've been saying that since season 1. So I now like him. He's growing on me. He really is. He knows his stuff, but he's, you know, I don't know how to describe it. I'll try to describe it later on. Maybe I'll do a video just talking about the judges or something like that. Let me know down in the comments if you would like that, be talking about this season's judges and what I think of them and all that. Just a whole separate, total different thing. Okay, we got Caitlin Johnson next. She was 15. She did Something's Got a Hold of Me by Etta James. She said the Christina Aguilera version. And she started slow and had some good sound, then picked it up a minute and didn't have a whole lot of rhythm. I don't know what was going on. Her stuff went off and she just wasn't there. She is crazy mature for 15 years old. Harry said no. Keith said he loved it and said yes. Then J-Lo gave her one more chance and sent her through to Hollywood. Ronald James Reed was up next. He's 23. He did For You. Who's For You by? Let me know. I think it's Keith Urban, ain't it? But anyway, he played guitar so well when he started. I thought he was actually going to be good. But his voice just really, he just choked up. I don't know what happened. My first instinct on seeing his pre-roll and him being all crazy, I'm going to change the world, I'm going to be this, I'm going to be the greatest artist on the other. And I was thinking, okay, he's definitely not going to be good. Then he started playing the guitar and it was really good. And I was like, oh, he might actually be good. He wasn't. He got 3 no's and he was devastated. When he came out of the room, he fell down and started crying. Oh my God. And then he pulled himself together and said, okay, I'm gonna come back, you know, and all this different stuff. So that was good. Very dramatic guy. Just good television. He really, I couldn't help but laughing with him, at him, and for him. I was laughing through this audition. Okay, David Luning was 26. He did an original song and he had a real country look and did a blues 10 song that he wrote. I thought it was better in the opening, but at other points it got a little disjointed for me, but I liked his voice and his style. J-Lo said she can hear him on a record while calling him super cool and moody, and he got his ticket to Hollywood. Selena and Sierra Moreno, they were 22 and they both, you know, they sang separately. One did Try, and I can't tell you at the moment because I wrote it down, but I didn't write down each name for each song. But one did Try. The first one did Try by Janis Joplin, and she had a good sound, did a lot of riffs, and had a lot of presence. Then the other did 1+1 by Beyonce, and she chose something more laid back, brought some good emotions. Not best pitch wise, but I liked the emotion that she brought. The judges critiqued them together, and Harry said one of them is clearly the better singer. Then Selena got 3 yeses, so she was the one who did Try, and Sierra didn't make it, and her sister was crying for her. As soon as she got 3 yeses, she was crying because she knew her other sister did not make it. I wish they would have kept them together, but yeah, one was clearly a lot better and a lot more just comfortable on stage and with her talent than the other was. So I think Sierra should just keep working on it. She has something there. She just needs to keep practicing and keep building her craft, working on her craft. Brianna Oakley was 17. She did Stay by Sarah Bareilles, and I recognized her when she stepped into the chamber. I was like, who? She looks familiar. It was the hair and the look, and I was right. She was there from last season. I'm glad she came back. She's so good. In her audition, she made some good melodic choices, showed some range and emotion. Keith called it beautiful, and J-Lo said she reminds her of Jordan Sparks. She got 3 yeses to go through, and some great comments from Harry Connick Jr. Rico Perkins was 24, did an original song, and Aranisa Turner was 20. Both went to Hollywood right out of commercial. We didn't get a whole lot of what they did, but we heard a little bit and sounded good. Gaddy Foster was 26. He came in, had a little workout outfit on, was all buffed and everything. Oh my God. He started singing. And J-Lo was laughing behind her paper. She had to pull her paper up because she couldn't stop laughing. That would have been me. She was better than me though, because when she pulled it down, she stopped. I probably would have put it down, looked at him, and just bust out again. But she held it together pretty well. It's just saying, Keith told him that singing is not his thing, called him a really sweet guy, and they sent him on his way. Last up was Adam Roth. He was 28. He did Hallelujah by Jeff Buckley, and he's a sound healer. So they did all kinds of stuff with him, and him sitting there in the middle of the street and all this good stuff. He seemed like a bit of a quack when he came in, and he didn't have any shoes or socks or anything, but his voice was very soothing actually, which I shouldn't be surprised if he's a sound healer. It was very soothing. He had a really good placement, and he was soothing until he tried to hit the top notes. Then he became a little disjointed in his full voice, and then he went into falsetto and it sounded pretty good, and then he went back into, so it just kind of lost its way here and there. Wasn't great, but was definitely, for me, definitely parts of it were very, very soothing. Keith said he has a beautiful voice, but his performance was schizophrenic. Exactly, I thought the same thing. He got 2 yeses and he went through to Hollywood. 33 golden tickets were given out tonight, and only 19 from San Francisco. I was kind of surprised because it seemed like so many. But yeah, anyway, I thought it was more. What did you guys think? What did you think of the show this first week? How did it go? The premieres. I enjoyed myself. I thought the judges vibe well together. There was still the funny, there was the serious. The judges know what they're talking about. It's not too much shenanigans going on, even though they are trying to be funny in places where I'm like, you didn't really need to go there, right? But yeah, but it's still good and it's lighthearted, and I really feel good after the show is over. But I think I feel good after the shows are over all the time. So there's a lot of ups and downs and, you know, highs and lows and crying and laughing, but they always end on a high positive note. So it always leaves me in a good mood. What do you think? This is Robert Anton, robertanton.com. I'm out. Peace.